Hey guys, welcome to Gardening Upbeat and I hope you are doing very well. This video is all about how to get lots of flowers on our dahlia plants. To do that, we need to do few things at the right time, and here in this video I am going to show you everything step by step with many updates. You are also going to see what happens if we don't do all those things at the right time. Again, if you are looking for the best fertilizers for the dahlia, then this is the video that you need to watch. So let's start the video from the day 1. Here is one of my dahlia plant which I am growing in 8-inch of pot. I got this plant from nursery almost 40 days back, and at the time of transplanting it was really very small. It was something like this, and please note that I am not including all those things in this video because if I do, video is going to be very long and that thing is not actually necessary. The things whatever I am going to show you from now onwards, it's the most important things. At the time of transplanting my plants for the first time, I took the soil mix something like this. 40% normal garden soil, 40% as vermicompost and rest 30% as coco peat. The very first important thing that you need to do is you need to prune your dahlia plants as soon as you see the first bud on your plant so that they produce more branches, produce more buds, and eventually you can get lots of flowers on your plants. Please also note that you don't have to do any kind of pinching procedure before you see the first bud on your plant. You are unable to see the first bud on my plant, but I know that it's already producing it. I can also say it for sure because I already grew lots of dahlia plants and I can see the first bud on many of my dose plants. So let's do the first important thing, which is the pruning. I can also understand that you may feel very bad about pruning your plant at this stage, but please trust me, you are not going to hurt your plant. Instead, you are helping it to produce more branches and helping it to grow in a much better way. But for a healthy plant, obviously there are few other things that we need to do, and you don't have to throw the prune part because you can easily get a new plant from that cutting. You are also going to see what to do. On second, I am going to repot the plant once again, and this time going to use somewhat bigger pot which is 14 inch. Now you may be wondering why we need to repot our plant twice and why we cannot use a bigger pot at the very first time. Well, obviously you can do it, but I always find better result if I repot the plant 2 times. And please note that whatever I am doing, it's absolutely to get lots of flowers on our plants. I have also prepared my new soil mix, and this time I took 60% normal garden soil and 40% is vermicompost. Please also note that my soil is already sandy type, but if your soil is clay type, then please try to add at least 20% sand to the potting soil mix. Okay, here are the fertilizers that I am going to add at this time. First one is 50 grams of bone meal, that is 1 handful of bone meal, and if you don't want to use bone meal, then you can use rock phosphate. It's available on Amazon. On second, adding 20 grams of mustard cake powder. Basically, it provides the proteins and micronutrients to our plants. Instead of mustard cake powder, you can use either fish emulsion fertilizer or even the blood meal. On third, 1 teaspoon of Epsom salt. On fourth, 10 grams of neem cake powder. And finally, 1 teaspoon of seaweed extract. Next, I am going to add some more soil on the top. There are 2 very important things that you should remember. First one is, if you are using a smaller pot, let's say 10 inch or even 8 inch, then please decrease the fertilizers by 50%. I have many other dahlia plants which I am growing in 8 inch of pot, and for all those plants I am going to do the same thing. On second, if you are using everything for the first time, then please try to use 50% for the first time, and if you see good result, then only do the same thing like me. I am saying this because I know the quality of my fertilizers, I know how they are going to work on my plants, and That's why I can apply with much more confidence. Alright, we are done with everything, and next I am going to keep the pot on terrace. For the sunlight, please try to provide your plants at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight, and then only they are going to bloom well. If they don't get the enough direct sunlight, you may find curly leaves on your plants. It's time to see updates and lots of flowers, and I am also going to discuss few other important things as well. So guys, you can see that my plants are blooming really very well, and the plant, whatever I have reported in front of you, you can see it's producing way too many buds and blooming really very well. I am so glad that they are blooming this way. Now let me show you what happens if you don't do all the things whatever I have shown here. So here are two of my plants, and you can obviously see the difference here. The plant, whatever is on the left side, I did not prune it, and you can see it's not looking bushy. It gave me only one flower so far, and it's also looking really very weak. For your info, I did not even fertilize the plants on the left side, and you can see how it's looking. However, take a look at the plant on the right side, and you can see lots of flowers, lots of buds, and the plant is looking really very healthy. Here is one more Dahlia plant, and you can see it's also looking very bushy. Dahlia stems are really very weak, and that's why they would need support. You can use either bamboo stick or even wooden stick, and then use some thread or rope and then tie the stems. Well, honestly saying, I am actually feeling bad for the plant which is on the left side, as I did not fertilize it. I did not do it so that I can show you everything with real result. But now, since I am done with that, I am going to fertilize my plant today. So next, going to do the same thing, pruning my plant here as you can see, and then not going to throw the prune part. Instead, I am going to get another new plant from the same cutting. And here are few other cuttings which I planted few days back, and these are from the rest of my Dahlia plants. I can already see the new growths in some cuttings, and that's why I said you that it's too easy to grow the Dahlia from cuttings. You can use just normal garden soil and then keep the pot in bright area, and that's it. Eventually they are going to produce the roots, and you are going to have way too many plants at your home. Other than the things whatever I have said you, there is another important thing, that is proper watering. Please note that during the blooming time, Dahlia needs lots of water, and that's why try to keep the soil consistently moist. So let me give you an example here. You can see my plants are growing well, blooming well, and I need to water them daily. If I forget to water them at least for one day, I can see the wilted leaves and wilted blooms on my plants. Again, please also consider that my plants are getting whole day of sunlight. So guys, this is all about how to get maximum flowers on dahlia plants. I hope you found the video useful, and if you did, I would really appreciate if you like the video, share it and subscribe to my channel if you are new to gardening upbeat. If you have any questions at all, please let me know, and if possible, please give me your feedback on this video, and if you can do that, simply commenting below. Thank you very much for watching the video. I truly appreciate it. Have a great time and enjoy.